And it's already 175 weeks passed since our first promotion of fundraising. And also we today it's this year as Jin's aphorism has already published for 30 years. In Tainan, there is a Jin's aphorism 30-year ceremony, and in Kaohsiung too. And this book has published. And there's our team member asked me whether we have herbal tea in Jin's bookstore. And because she's concerned about my throat because I speak so much. Yes, we do. And we are going to listen to the sharing from Sister Huang. We are going to learn how great it is, our Jin's herbal tea. And if you order over $300 or over 3 boxes, if you order 3 boxes of the fruit jelly, and you get discounts. If you the next week, the second week, we are going to wear outfit from Dai Technology. And
okay, what we would like to talk about the good effect. And in 2023, the guests who arrived to the scene is they pass on the love with filial pieties. And we don't want to be wealthy, but we want our descendants to carry on this mission continuously. And for us, we are not just passing off our money to our next generation, but with these commissions, but we hope them can carry on this commission forever. Well, and people tell that if I have 100 points of energy, but Sister Ling has more than 1,000 points of energy. She's very energetic, and she attend many different of a disaster relief, and her brothers just supporting her behind her back. And they are a very nice couple on this Bodhisattva's path. And also our Dai TV has this new program of the youth evolutions. And he briefly told us about the program's concepts. And first of all, he talked about how to communicate. He says that one of the members told people very bravely that she is in love with the person with the same genders. And the second point is to how to conserve the energy, how to conserve the resources on our earth. And the third point is about the power of the love. And one of the students, actually, she was born without ability to speak, but her teacher developed this teaching way to ask her to how to communicate with her eye. So this presentation was in last year's. And also we talk about the Chinese operas and how to preserve our traditional Chinese operas to pass on to the next generations. So and we would like to mention two of the good effect. And another good effect is about how to practice spiritual cultivation in daily life and dedicate wholeheartedly in work. We would like to talk about the doctor from Tzu hospitals. This is a presentation from the neurosurgeries of the Dr. Ling And now we are going to welcome our guiding readers and Mingling, and she would like to share with us about how to practice Dharma in our daily life. And last times, she operates reading groups in her homes. Actually, she was in the dramas. And nowadays, she shouldered a lot of responsibilities, lots of Tzuji's works. And today, let's listen to her presentation today, how to practice Dharma in our daily lives. So let's welcome her to be here. I like to be with you because you have positive energies. And Venerable Master, Master from the boat, and all the brothers and sisters, good morning. I am Mingling from Busan. What I'm sharing today is the Dharma in the daily lives. Actually, the Tzu cultivates our work among the society in our daily lives. Master always tells us to practice this in our daily life. And Jin's abode is the home of all of the Tzu family. Even though everyone might engage Tzu in a different way, but we have the same master, we have the same mission to apply this in this world and also in our daily lives. And from the inception of the Jinsi abode, the old family followed the principle of self-discipline and diligence, frugality, and perseverance. And with this principle to cherish all the materials, and the concept already rooted in Tzu, starting from the founding of the Tzu, the Jinsi abode. And maybe everybody engaged Tzu in a different way, but the way of learning Tzu's principles with the self-disciplines and with all the spirits that everyone help each other is really the idea of the one world as a whole big families. It is really uneasy for Jinsi able to establish, especially Venerable Yinshun. She is the greatest support to Master Zheng Yan. Venerable Yinshun preach that Buddhism is inseparable from the time, space, and peoples. Most of the people probably only thinking about to pursue to the Western, the Pure Land by leaving the world, but it's not enough. And also, Master proposed humanistic Buddhism. Master says that all of the materials in life should be cherished. And Master lead by example, such as the paper in her hand. She will use it, first of all, written by the pencil, and the second, write it with the blue pen and the red pen, and finally with the brush pens. The water she used in the morning, she will use it and keep it for the to wash her hand for the rest of the day. And the water to bath at night will use to flush the toilet for the next days. And also Tzu building, there's a water containing systems in the basement to use to wash the toilet or planting the water, watering the plants. And I'm also by myself. My power is limited, so I set myself as example to guide you, to show you how was done. And is it easy to practice the Dharma in life? Before, Master always taught us that the truth is within our life. And in before, the practitioners have to make a lot of efforts to seek for the truth of the Buddhism. It's really difficult for them, but appreciate Master that they pour the space and the time together to make it easier for us to walk on the Buddhist Self-as path. We appreciate the Master who established the mission for us to seek the truth of the Buddhism. And we all follow Master's preachings, and not only to self-sufficiency, we also have to have the ability to help the others. So we carry on 21 different kinds of the works, and the duty of the Jingsi abode will be rotating every 7 days. It doesn't matter what kind of task. It's not assigned by the experience or by their expertise, but whenever it's their turns, even they're not familiar with this, but they will try their best to accomplish the missions. Because with Dharma in our hearts, they can adapt any situation with ease. They practice Buddhist meanings in their work, in their lives. Actually, while they are doing the tasks, it might be difficult, but they don't feel difficult because with Dharma, with Master in their minds, they can adapt all the situations. And we also emphasize on the recycling, and the most meaningful things is like such as Master De Chen. She used a broken fan, the metal cover. She's very creative. She used the fan, the cover, make it into the tower rack, and also cut the large plastic bag, make it into the apron, which is lightweight and lightweighted and waterproof. And actually, I am very blessed to attend the 11 days of retreat. So I can actually experience the both the spirits, and I would like to share my thoughts. When I saw this four-wheel the trolley, actually the two front wheel is our mind, and the back wheels our feet and hands. With this right force, minds and our direction will be correct. And when fertilizing, usually we spread the fertilizer outwards, but we forget about the plants around us. So while we perform the cherished work externally, and not to forget about our Dharma family around us. And also when to apply the fertilizer and when and location. This is akin to the observing the potential and teaching accordingly. And for the morning recitation, and at that time, there are limited people that can enter the main hall to listen to Dharma's preaching. I was worried about that whether I can get into the main hall or not. But later on, I find out that it doesn't matter whether I sit inside or outside, as long as I can pay attention to Master's teaching, I won't be influenced by the external environments. And Master preaches that what we learn in the Jingsi abode, what we understand and what we learn, that we should bring back to the community and to share with the community. The Jingsi abode that combine work and day, and is a combine the farming and the Dharma all together. When I came to Huang with nothing, and at that time, the life is really difficult in Huang and with very little resources. And with the very difficult circumstances, I established Tzu Compassion Relief Association, and we make our living by making handcrafts in the morning until late night. With self-sufficiency, even till now, we still remain the same. Whoever follow me, they live very difficultly. Wherever they are monastic or they're just housewife, we base on the no work, no meals. We get up 3 o'clock in the morning and work until the late of the night. Everybody dedicate their efforts to support the boss with all the people's contribution to make our life could be stable. So wherever people come from, when they come to the boat, we all share the same responsibilities. We make it very clearly. So Master remind all the disciples that when the Tzu family return to a boat, we need to make them feel like they return to home. And also we need to lead by example to demonstrate the spirits of the practitioners. And we will be and we all show that responsibility together. And we will offer Master with unities. Will be the strong backup for Tzu. Actually, Mingling mentioned about when we were at the boat during this morning visitations, then everybody worry about whether we can sit inside of the main hall. Actually, maybe everybody has the same confused, the same concerns. And actually, in the early stage, during this presentation, one of the master her sharing, I cannot really remember what she looks like, but she told us that actually she teach the Jingsi aphorism at school very diligently, and the other person asks her that you put in such an effort to promote the Jingsi aphorism. Does Master Zhen Yan know about you? And the sister says, it's not important whether Master recognizes me or not. The more important is that I know Master Zhen Yan is my guiding teachers. So let me ask you a question. Do you all know about Master Zhen Yan? Do you know about her? Yes. Then do you think that Master recognizes you? Please raise your hands. So even without Master's recognition, but we still need to carry our missions. And there was a senior sister in Mado, and the Dai TV went to visit her, and we showed a video to Master Zhen Yan, and Master doesn't recognize her. But even without recognized by the Master Zhen Yan, but we still carry on our missions continuously. Not many of us get a chance to get closer to Master. Even when Master arrives at Kaohsiung, I probably don't really have much chance to get closer to Masters. Maybe a lot of people think that I have more chance than all of you here to get closer to Master, but actually it's not true. I only focus on what Master are going to do, what Master is going to do now. So it's not really important that you get you stay right next to Master Zhengyuan's. We will focus on the affinities. The more importantly is to focus on what Master asks us to do. It's not just that I show the responsibility of being as a host of the online study groups, but after 5 years of the operation of the online study group, that we went back to Hualien to report our progress to Master. But what I focus more is what Master Zhenyan teach me to do, and I praise Mingling about her dedication to Ciji. Especially, she participate in the recycling, and she put in a lot of efforts. And as a feedback from our readers, with Dharma in her hearts and practice that in the daily lives. And willing to do it, willing to shoulder it. And thanks to her guide reading, we can listen to her sharing, and we learn that the Dharma is inseparable from the time and space and the peoples. Especially where mindfulness, then the Dharma can be practiced in our daily lives. Lots of times I actually, what she mean by playing around in the boat is mean that she's doing jobs, doing the taxi in the boat. And every time when Mingling went back to Jingsi abode, she always has a lot of things to share with us. And we thanks to Mingling's Sister Mingling's presentation. She always calm our hearts, and we learn a lot from hers. And with Dharma lineage to pass on by generations and to carry on Master's missions. And thanks to her that we learn how to not to let the environment to influence our mind. And even when she participates in the morning recitation, she also has the thoughts to share with us. So every word that we feedback, every feedback that she always smile with is. But meaning, Sister Mingling will take a look at all of the feedbacks.
Okay, and we have the spirit. We have the great love of being inspired, and we have a lot of messages right here. Let me read them for you, right? And we are waiting for your like a presentation, and we really admire what you have done just overseas, right? And you are always so diligent, and I really miss you, right? And thank you very much for being with us today online, right? Okay, and actually, I am not going to be like a really well a wingman, but I just here. I'm just here, just delivering a great love about like what a messenger wants us to do. And this is a way for us to just show our love and our greater love toward the world. And we have a Han Wen, and he is a Taiwanese language like an interpreter, and he also says something like thanks very much for our like a guided reader, like guiding reader here. And here coming to the pastor, and it says that you don't have to be really something, and if you begin, then you are really something. And the meaning is one of our role models there, right? And she really does everything, and she is really kind of a great person, okay, according to what he has been doing, okay. And here that we have Bodhisattva Changbu Qing, and later you will see the person, okay, right here, also right here, and there is gonna be a gift for you later. And I really wanna like show you the great book here, okay? Okay, and we can just continue to our like a catchy phrase, right? And we have one more volunteer who is Yuan from Canada, and she is like a new member in our catchy phrase team from Canada. And let's talk about what we had last week, right? Okay, and this is in Canada. And Liang Jun from Canada is going to be the deputy CEO Canada in the end of this year, right? Okay, and we have a Guangzhong that is spreads the greater love, and we have a Yuxian that is blind but still does everything to support like a Ziji's like a Dharma lineage, and the Mengqi in the United States, right? And has a wonderful like influence in education. And the Beijing in Kaohsiung really shows kind of clearly about the greater love delivered in Turkey. And Chen Youxian is really a warrior of a life. That he's blind, but he's not in the dark place. That he spread the love like a brightly. And Xie Shuzhen has like a full of energy, spreading all sort of full energy and give blessings to people who need it. And Ye Zhao is a Chinese herbal doctor in Sanyi, and he is really kind of a diligent person, developing like good medication, right? And we have like Zhang Mengqi in Dallas, and he really cares about the education. And Zhang Mengqi in Dallas shows the influence, the impact of moral education, helping neighbors so students in school district performance gets better. And we have Cai Bijun from Kaohsiung shares a story. Allah and the Buddha first met like one another, spreading great love to all over the world. And we have Chen Youxian, though blind, conquered all challenges and vowed to join Dharma performance, appreciating all the help and the respect. And we have Susan from Kaohsiung, got bankrupted, but still vowed to help others and living a simple life. Then she is very generous and supportive to all the inmates who just get released. And we have Ye Jiazhou, president of Ciji Sanyi Chinese Medical Hospital, and he appears wherever people are suffering. And this is a wonderful experience for him, right? So let's give them a big hand to the catchy first team, please. It was so great, right? Okay, they are just more than wonderful. And last week, and I just went through Cai Bijun's like a guided reading, and I also got through like his, I mean her PowerPoint, right? And I just sent them directly to Turkey, and the volunteers in Turkey were just so touched, right? Okay. And they are really diligent. I am saying, okay, my guided readers are so diligent, and they are just doing wonderfully in their like a PowerPoint for their own presentation. And we just read the Macedonians like a footprints, and you just read them, and you just pick up like any spots and any paragraph that you feel so impressed, and you can just make them into a PowerPoint and do the interpretation and presentation for us, right? Okay. And now let's go to our next session. And this session is gonna be more than like a brilliant here. Okay. And today we will have Huang with us, right? Okay. And it's not her first time coming here. And last time he just shared with us about like her experience in the physical elimination, and when he was with like Lin Xinrong, okay, superintendent last time. And today she is here like doing one more experience, like sharing with us, right? Okay. And I have already made this appointment with her like more than 1 year ago. Why did I invite her? Right? Because she has some like a wonderful, and I don't say wonderful, but a kind of like an influential like experience to share today, right? Okay, and she is back, right? Why do I say she's back? Because she has been reborn, right? Okay, and why and when? Okay, and you will know later. Okay, and we have like a wonderful graphic designers like making like a new and beautiful posters for her like a presentation, right? And you will probably know like we have like a good cars and good posters, and that's why okay we need so many like graphic designers volunteers over with us, right? And before Huang Hui's presentation, let's take a look at all the videos here. And this is about the news clips on Dai TV. And this time, and we have a typhoon that influenced very, very like terribly, especially like a southern Taiwan, right? And let's say like what Huang Hui has done. And did you hear Huang Hui's voice, right? All right, I didn't say anything, but our volunteers still just went out and help, although her house was, flooded too. And we had to like wait for some like aid, right? And it just kept raining. But this house just finally got a collapse, right? Okay. And she is our volunteer. Okay, although you know that her house was like this, but she still like went out and then give out her support to people, right? And I believe that this is not just one like a specific examples, right? And we have so many more volunteers who are like that, right? Okay, and because Huang Hui is like a senior volunteer in Tainan, so she has to just lead like other volunteers to do everything. Okay, and in Tainan, okay, she has to just concentrate on like how much aid and how much help and people needs, right? And we have more than 4,000 households that needs our support, and they also need like a food and like a human resources, right? So I'm so grateful for the volunteers like being supportive here in Tainan area, and we feel so grateful and we feel so touched. And she is also we say people hunter, right? And seeking for people who needs our support, right? Okay, and Zika is one of our like team members, right? And after we watch the ITV news, and we will just be concentrated because they are probably like a good storytellers, and they can probably come over and share like good stories with us, right? Okay, and we just concentrate and we just keep in touch like with each other this way, right? And still remember volunteers, okay, from Turkey, okay, and it is not so possible for them to just visit all the like venues of Tzu in Taiwan during their trip, right? And Wang Hui, okay, was like concentrated, by our volunteers in that team. Okay, and here we also noticed that Huang Hui took, this like a team from Turkey, and they just went to like a craft workshop there. So you will feel, all the like crafts were like made beautifully there, and this is gonna be kind of a good story for them to share. And because also in Turkey, we had such like an earthquake, last year. And Huang Hui also just came up and called for aid, okay, to help out in Turkey, right? Okay. And she also invited like Ji and did his presentation, and we hope that the people can just rebuild their homes, right? And we have like more than 600 like children coming over, and for the gain as well as doing something to support the victims in the Turkish like earthquake, right? Okay. And here is a video. I like you to watch this complete video. And impermanence just came over. When within 1 second, I almost got fainted. And then I just felt that I had to go, right? And I just kept the messaging in mind. And the second day, I was cured and I woke up so I could just call for help, right? Okay. And Huang Hui just got like a mesenteric, like a lymph mode. And the first thought in my mind, like when I woke up, was that I had to really do the care of like volunteer care, right? Because I have cancer and I know how older like a patient feel, right? Okay. And here are all the like people in the pictures who are also aged. And people may suffer like physically, but they had to be like healthy mentally here, right? Okay. And I feel very grateful because I am a disciple of Mr. Zheng Yan, but I don't want her to be worried. So I have to face all the difficulties in a really positive way. And after my illness, and I can really cherish my life. Okay. And taking a visit in like an Asian community. And why don't you just sleep inside a room and hear all the dialogue that she had? Okay. And if we are grateful and we can just see everything in a really, really like a beautiful and in a normal way, and I think we can conquer all the difficulties here, right? Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, I like to be with you because, like, you possess positive energy. Do you feel this is really, really not easy? Okay. And when we are here and we can just talk about anything we can, right? Okay. But the problem is that here we have Huang Hui, and he really suffered that kind of difficulty, and she is still here. So why don't we just give her our best regard? So here, okay, we have a volunteer Hui Huang like doing the salute for her, right? Okay, with both of her hands, right? Okay. And we really want to say, like, we respect you and we pay our regard to you, right? We are so touched, really. And today, Huang Hui is here and she's gonna be sharing with us that okay when she just encounters such impermanence, and she wanna tell us like how she overcome all the difficulty and keeping smiling. And afterwards, and she is also telling us like how good and how effective our Jingshi like herbal tea is, right? And she got cured, and she's here, and she had a Jingshi herbal like a tea, right? Okay. Okay, so that are true stories, right? They are not lie. Okay. So here, let's listen up to Huang Hui telling a story, please, right? Thank you very much. Memorable Mr. Zheng Yan and Mr. Francis abode and everybody online and in Kaohsiung. Good day. I'm very grateful to Mr. Zheng Yan and the teacher Meiyun and all the team members, okay, in our online study group Kaohsiung. And because of the typhoon last week, so that I had a chance, right, to just come over here. And I felt so touched after I watched Meiyun playing all my videos, right? And you are all the talents for Mr. Zheng Yan. And first of all, I'm so grateful to Mr. Zheng again. And today I'm reborn because of Mr. Zheng. And last year, okay, let's say, I know that you are diligent and you can just carry around your like a daily routines like as usual. All right. But you will never know when and how our impermanence is gonna strike you, right? Okay. And are you ready when it strike you? And in 2023, and okay, on May 7th, 2023, and you know that the May is always a month that the Tzu Chi volunteers are so busy, right? Because we do like a pilgrimage and we do like a Buddha bathing always in May, right? Okay. And I still remember on May 7th, right? I just finished all my voluntary jobs, right? And then okay, and let's continue. And I still remember that night when I was ready to go to bed. And suddenly in the midnight, I felt the severe pain. And let's say that I always lay my cell phone just beside my bed. And I had a severe pain. And the severe pain made me breathless. And I tried to stretch out my hand for my cell phone, but within 2 or 3 seconds, right, I got numbed through my entire body and I almost got it fainted. And I thought that I was dying. And I didn't call Amitaha or like a Guan Yin. And I just called Mr. Zheng and I got fainted. And after I woke up, I felt that, all right, if I die that way, it was also, okay, my blessing, okay? And for the second time, I woke up. Do you know how happy I felt? I love Master Zheng Yan. I love Tzu Chi. I love walking on the Bodhisattva way with you. And again, after I woke up, the first thought I had, I firstly just got my cell phone and call for help. And I said to my brother's wife, saying that please call the ambulance and I need help. Right? And when the ambulance just came over, and they told me that okay, I may had like a myocardial like an infarction, so they had to give me a series of examination. And if it was true that I got a myocardial infarction, then I had to stay in a hospital for something like a special, right? And luckily, it was not a myocardial infarction. And I was told that I was okay, in my lungs and in my heart, right? And I felt better. And after, dawn, okay, I just lying, texted. I just texted like a superintendent lie in Darin Tzu Hospital, and he wanted me to have a really quick and emergent like a physical examination there. And I therefore was sent there for an examination. And what's worse, I got a mesenteric lymphoma. And all the masters in Jin's abode never knew what mesenteric lymphoma was, right? Okay. And if you eat meat, okay, and you will know that you sometimes may eat like a kind of intestine, okay, right? Okay, and you will see kind of okay, light scene, okay, on there, and you will see kind of the cover there, and medically it is named mesenteric there, and I got the cancer over that place, right? Okay, and I just keep like doing like whatever I could, like a day and night. I was busy, and therefore I suffered that kind of cancer. Right? Okay. Okay. And after people knew of my like a situation, okay, and I got all the messages, right, caring about me, okay, and my physical checkup examination, okay, was done, of course, right? And I receive a lot of well, caring like messages, right? Okay. Therefore, I felt that I was blessed, right? And I felt that I was fine, right? And I decided that I had to go back to Hualien and tell all the masters and all the volunteers and the Macedonian that I was fine. I had to do that. Okay. And as I got back to Hualien, and Mr. Zheng Yan just told me, okay, and let me, share you one more that, okay, and I was born in a single parented family, but don't worry, according to my like a fellow volunteers, right? And they say that I am from like a single parented family, but don't worry, I have so many family members that care about me. And whenever I have like a good thoughts, I keep good thoughts in mind, and I'm always blessed, right? And this is a kind of a selfless thought. Okay. And Mr. Zheng Yan, as I mentioned, okay, just said that, oh my goodness, like so many people had to take care of you, right? And she said that I was in the final stage of mesenteric lymphoma. And Mr. Zheng Yan says, okay, you are fine. And as Mr. Zheng Yan says, I am fine. Then, of course, I trust her. And the second thing that she said, but you have to take good care of your thoughts. Do you think it's easy to take care of your thoughts, right? Okay. And when you don't feel good physically, and it is not easy for us to carry always the positive thoughts, right? Okay. And through, okay,
Actually, I'm very grateful. I only want to talk to Master Zheng Yan when I see Master Zheng Yan at the corridor. But I didn't know that, I didn't expect that Master Zheng Yan would spend over 70 minutes to talk to me. I didn't want to use that much of Master Zheng Yan's time because her time is so precious. She needs to spend time to help the needy around the globe. And I also safeguard my own heart. I realized that our physical body is we have to suffer, from illness in this Saha world, and we cannot avoid death. And we also, as city volunteer, we visit the suffering people, so we know that we cannot avoid illness and death. I started to have chemotherapy in May, and after my chemotherapy, I used herbal tea, kanru, and, and Hua. I took that herbal tea after meal, uh, um, in our after meal. After the third chemotherapy, I had the exam. The lymphoma was disappeared. Even my doctor, uh, even my doctor was surprised that the lymphoma will disappear after the third chemotherapy. So the doctor, well, I wonder whether I need to continue the other three chemotherapy. And the Dr. Ling, Superintendent Ling, told me that you have to continue the three more chemotherapy. After chemotherapy, it was painful, and we need to take antibiotic and a lot of medicines. I thought I thought I could avoid more chemotherapies, but Superintendent Ling from City Hospital, Hualien Hospital, told me that suggests me to continue uh, take chemotherapy. So I listened to the doctor's suggestion. Some volunteer asked me to go back to the hospital in Hualien because they are expert in this area. But Master Cheng say that um, to be able to find a good doctor depends on the great affinities the patient has. So I have confidence that I have great affinities with in city world. So I think I could stay in the west coast of Taiwan. I wait to receive my treatment from Darling to the hospital. See my doctor, my physician. He is the graduate from the medical school in Hualien, and he graduated with the first achievement in from the school. And I started to have the chemotherapy. I would lose all I would lose all my hair, and you would lose all your hair. This the doctor told me. And many patients, they would trouble by their loss of hair, and because their appearance would change. So I accept the suggestion to shave my head. So I shaved my head to about like 5 millimeter length of my hair. But but the doctor was right. After my chemotherapy, 3 days after my chemotherapy, I lost all my hair when I was washing my hair. I didn't know that before chemotherapy, I didn't know that I would become fatigued. I don't have any energy. I lost all my energy. I couldn't even get up from the sofa. I lost taste of I lost my taste. Even when I took prom, it was bitter. When the prom was taste bitter, I remind myself I remind myself in my heart, I have to transform the suffering into the the happiness. I have to transfer the affliction into the contentment. I want even my when while my physical body is sick, I don't want my mind therefore sick also. So I always use Jin's aphorism to remind myself. My sister-in-law have to take care of me and cook for me. I I work so hard diligently in city. I do all kinds of work in city. And after the chemotherapy, I drink a lot of water. And on the sixth day, I talked to my sister-in-law. I told her that I uh, I told my sister-in-law don't have to prepare meal for me anymore. On the sixth day, I drove out to buy meals for myself. I didn't know whether the herbal tea, Kangru and Wu Hua are suitable for everyone, but they worked wonderfully on my physical body. I drink the ginseng herbal tea Fu Hua and uh, the two kinds of herbal tea, and it boosting up my immune system. So because I get in touch with so many people, all kinds of people. So, but I don't get cold easily. I, you can see that I still get um, although my head is bald, I still get weak when I wear the uniform. I went back um to Jingsi abode, and also I help out the reconstruction of the house who that was rupture in the earthquake. After my sixth chemotherapy, we examine my physical body for people with cancer. They could they could return back to they could return back to Tsuji, Hualien Tsuji Hospital to receive to collect stem cells and store the stem cells in Hualien Tsuji Hospital. And when if once in the future, if we get cancer again, we could use the stem cell that's stored in the Tsuji hospital to give ourselves a cure. And these are for the patients with lymphoma. So a patient went back to City Hospital Hualien to visit Dr. Superintendent Ling, and he had that transplant. It cost about $9 million Taiwanese dollars, and when he had operation surgery, but now it is covered by the healthcare now. Healthcare insurance now is covered, so it's free now. So I'm so grateful that we have 金氏康乳 and 复法 herbal tea. It's not only for the cancer patient, but it's also for the healthy people. If you have soreness in your shoulders, you can also drink 康乳 and 复法 once a day. 康乳 herbal tea is anti-inflammatory and to prevent the cancer cell to travel further in your physical body. And 复法 as herbal tea is to repair our cells and our neural systems. If we don't take the herbal tea of 复法, you probably feel fatigued because of the busyness in your daily life. And how many of you wake up at about 5 to listen to Master Zhenyan's morning teaching? These are the photo of herbal tea, 复法 and 康复. After I got sick, I felt sick. I wasn't as energetic as before. So if you fall sick, you have to keep regular routine, because you have to get to bed early and wake up early. I wake up at 5 in the morning, 5:15. I listen to Master Zhenyan's teaching, and 6 o'clock I started exercise. Exercise is necessary for our physical body. After chemotherapy, I drink herbal tea, 康乳 and 复法. I drink the herbal tea, 康乳 and 复法 after each meal 3 times a day, until started from June to November. So I asked Superintendent Ling, do I have to take this herbal tea every day 3 times? And he told me that I could take it twice, after breakfast and after dinner. So I'm still not very energetic. So after I talked for a long time, and I lose my energy. So I asked Superintendent Ling, what should I do to boost up my energy level? He suggests me to take another Jingsi herbal tea. After I take Huang herbal tea, after a week of Huang herbal tea, after a week of taking Huang I regained my energy. I demonstrate to when there is volunteer assembly, I always show up at the assembly and tell everyone, demonstrate to everyone that how great, how much benefit I've gained from taking Jingsi herbal tea. I went to Taoyuan Tainan City chapter. I talked to our City volunteer sister and brothers. Please, I urge them to take good care of their physical body. Do not ignore the alarming signs from your physical body. Don't be greedy. Don't be greedy in doing more good deeds, taking shorter, more tasks. Do what your physical body can afford to do. We always say that we have to surpass. And what is a surpass? Is to transform our mind. If you don't take suggestion from others and you don't transform yourself, you don't transform your heart, and you would suffer in the future. If we keep on working in the Bodhisattva path diligently, we need to eliminate the ignorance and affliction. Master Ching said that the less the ignorance and afflictions, the value, the more benefit we offer to the public, that's the value of our lives. When you are mad, the negative energy you store in your physical body is toxin in your body. Teacher Meiyun and online study group, she brings us great energy and encourages us to smile all the time. We have to safeguard our mind, and we have to do good deeds, and we need to behave ourselves. Don't do any wrongdoing, and that means that you treat yourself nice. We plant karma, bad karma or good karma. It would depend on whether you safeguard your own heart and mind. How to safeguard our own mind? We need to learn Dharma teachings from Master Cheng Yen. Please listen to Master Cheng Yen's teaching daily. And I am grateful to Superintendent Ling at the hospital in Hualien, and I also appreciate the assistant CEO, deputy CEO of today foundation Ling, Sister Ling. She encouraged me that the lymphoma cancer is a very inertia cancer. She told me it's not a very active cancer, so I could live 20 years more. After 20 years more, I would become um, 80 years. That would I would live long enough. I am very grateful. Thanks for the great reminder. I have to learn. I have to learn to go to bed at 10 p.m. A lot of us we couldn't go to bed at 10 by 10 o'clock p.m. She shared the incident happened in her life, and she asked us to. She showed us no matter how difficult the life is, she could still smile to face the difficulties in her life. And Sister Mei Hui come up here to stand by Sister Huang Hui. We are very grateful. This demonstration is very energetic. We know that we learned that Master Zheng Yuan is very concerned about our health, and so she urged medical professions to the hospitals to investigate and invent these herbal teas to help maintain the health in our physical bodies. Yunnan from Yunnan, Xu Xiaoqing. Thanks, sister, to share your rebirth story. I hope that I wanted to hug you. Thank you for sharing your life story. Thank you to share. You are the great role model. Great role model. Your willpower overcome the difficulties in your life. Over your willpower overpower your illness. Thank you, sister. Congratulations, you have already overcome the difficulties in your life. It is not difficult when you suffer from when you have pain, when you suffer from pain, and it's very hard to endure, and you will be fading in because of the acute pain, and you are sister, you are a role model. You overcome. Are you great? Yes. And this hair is not weak. And welcome. Your hair is so black. And this is a reborn. This is reborn. You look even younger and younger. And these hair are so black. And from Canada, Guanxin Ling, your reborn story touched my heart, and you inspire me. Lymphoma. What kind of cancer? I have cancer. Mesenteric lymphoma. Sister Aban, please come up. In 2022, we have a musical adaptation performance. I I found manager woman because I felt I feel fakeness. 阿班，这次阿班paint a picture for me was full of the blessings from from the masters of Jingsi abode. We are to volunteer. We gain so much from Tzu families. We do good deeds. We gain back great karma. I had I look normal. I don't have a good looking appearance, and everyone told me that I look petite. Everyone told me I have to take good care of my health. So I went back to the hospital to take physical exam. I went to Jingse Abode and volunteer guided me to see Master Zhen Yan. And my husband kneeled down in front of Master Zhen Yan. He said, I'm sorry, I didn't take good care of my wife. And Master Zhen Yan pat on my shoulder and asked me to take good care of yourself and introduce doctor to me. I went to the hospital in Hualien. I didn't know which doctor I wanted to look for. And there's a scar on my physical body and on my face. And I didn't know why when I was in a hospital. And I slept a night the scar peel off itself. And I didn't know I really didn't do anything. Master Zhen Yan gave me blessings. And I think Aban says that because the Master Zhen Yan patted on your back. I didn't want to say that, but I think it's getting blessings from Master Zhen Yan is a great encouragement to me. You put the Dharma not in your own heart, but also put the Dharma in your practice. Many people wanted to give you feedback, but there are too many. I would accumulate and I would send to you the feedback from our audience because there's so many people wanted to give you their encouragement. She mentioned 活心智而不提，活心智而不提。富华而不提the third one 康儒而不提。Please please know that Superintendent Ling and the hospital staff, they investigate the essence of the herbs and invented these herbal teas because Master Zhen Yan asked them to take good care of our health. And Sister Minghui, she is no longer the head of the Jingsi team, but she still works very diligently on the Jingsi team. And let's return back to the online study group here. And now return back to me. And next, we are going to share, invite a sharing from mainland China.
Now it's going to go to the mainland China, Heilongjiang province, Harbin, and the sister from Harbin, Sister Fan. She's going to share her story from Harbin. I want to live well and share the manuscript from Harbin, Sister Fan. Now we are confirming something. Sister Fan is online or not? Sister Fan from Harbin. So we are waiting for her to come back to online. Today is the first Wednesday of the month. So there are many touching stories in the whole world. And now we are testing some online from mainland China. So just be patient to wait for Sister Fan coming back online from mainland China. Harbin. Now we still don't see Sister Fan online. And this I want to live well. This script is what I did for her. Now we just continue this post, the story.
Well, let's pass on to the next session because the volunteer from China is not here. Okay, so everybody, so let's just stand up and do some stretching exercise with us, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, would you please stand up? And do you have any fathers here? Okay. So, everybody, if you are a father, then please stand up because we are going to celebrate on Father's Day. Right? Okay. So please, right, let's sing and say Happy Father's Day to all the fathers, please. I love my father. I'm father, and I love you. And I want my father healthy and longevity forever. And now let's do it faster. So fathers, please come up here and accept our celebrations and accept our blessings here. Okay, so let's come up here. And you are a main hero here today, so we want you to stand at the center. So let's sing one more time, okay? And then let's carry our smile. And I love my father. And Dad, I love you. And I want my father to always be healthy, longevity, forever. And now let's do it faster. Oh, let's do it. And we prepare good gifts to all the fathers. Let me tell you, and today, and in order to celebrate the Father's Day, so we send a box of crackers as a gift to all the fathers. Okay. And today we also preparing the Q&As for the fathers. Okay. And here are the Q&As for the fathers, right? And if you are a father and you can answer the questions, okay? And you can cheat, of course, right? And if you answer them right, and you will be gifted here. Are you ready? Let's go. And number one question, please give me a slang. So 00000. Okay, give me a slang phrase. Please. You know the answer? So tell me the answer. Okay. So 000 refers to a Chinese like slang phrase, which is like a for emptiness. And number two, O plus O goes to O. So what is the answer? Just now we had 4 zeros, and now we have 3 zeros. So give me the answer. Think about this. So the answer is that we have nothing. Okay. So it's really difficult to imagine that like 3 O's refers to we have nothing, right? Okay. So let's go to question number 3. Okay. O plus O equals 1. Oh, so the answer is something comes from nothing. Okay, here are all the like a Chinese like slangs. And number 4, 1 times 1 goes to 1. So give me a slang phrase. Yeah, it means the answer is that everything remains unchanged. So question 5. 1 to 1 equals to what? So give me a slang phrase.
4个字成语。他回答了1比1，是不是不相上下？可以吗？
Okay.
看答案。
The answer is like equal. Okay, equal. And we have a number 6, right? And you see the 2 numbers, right? One is 33 and the second is 22. So what does it refer? What does it imply? It means sporadic. Sporadic in Chinese is 3322.
平安健康。好，最后一题。阿爸，不。阿妈，妈妈，加油！
And number 7, 9 inches plus 1 inches.
9寸加1寸，9寸加1寸，10寸，太差了，这个。
So 9 inches plus 1 inch equals to what?
9寸加1寸。对啊，主任，你要回去。阿妈，俩手一个。
Oh, the answer is getting 1 inch ahead. It means you are like over. You are much more than something. Okay. Let's go to question 8. This is the final question. 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals to what?
1加2加3等于多少？后面有人举手。步步高38不对，66大顺不对，不对。阿妈，接2连3。
Can you guess the answer? 1 plus 2 plus 3 goes to what? It means continuously. Okay. I know it's gonna be difficult for like non-Chinese speakers to guess the answer, but they are just very similar in the sound, alright? Okay. And here are the numbers. So today we are running out of time, so let's just, stand up, okay, and let's sing. Let's sing one more time, okay? I love my father. So let's go.
大家站起来一起唱这一首，唱一次哦，时间到了，预备起！我爱我的爸爸哟，爸爸我爱你，祝福爸爸平安健康，快乐长寿到永远，耶！祝福全天下的爸爸们平安健康，长寿又快乐，请坐，谢谢。
So we are running out of time, so let's go to China. Let's go to Heilongjiang. Okay. So please show us your like a PowerPoint. Okay. So let's just begin your sharing, please. Okay. And she's always here, all right, with us online, but she was in the wrong room, sorry. So can you hear me? Good morning, everybody. And I am Libo from Harbin, China. I'm very honored that I can just come over and do my sharing with you. And what I'm going to share with you is that I want to live well. And in 2023, and Wuchang suffered a great like flood, right? A lot of like towns were flooded, and a lot of volunteers just go over, okay, and over haze, okay, in the remote areas, okay.
Before him.
We have a lot of like patients who live there suffered a lot of like cancers themselves, right? And they were therefore really like upset there, especially after facing such disasters like a flood, right? Okay, and we just pay attention to like a lady named Chen Dashao, and she really wanted to just commit suicide because of all the disasters and all the misfortunes they encounter, and they thought that they had to like leave, right? Because they still have their mission to fulfill. And in the cold winter, after the visitation and after like assessments, right? And Mr. Qian and the Qian Dashao, okay, became all the care recipient, okay, there, and they all feel our like love therefore. So these care recipients were therefore like getting like happier. If you have like a mouse and you got a power, and they are our guides, right? And guiding us to the areas which we are not familiar with, right? And they say that, okay, we say that we want more people to know more about Ciji. And this is why, okay, he becomes happier. And Mr. Chen like sees everyone, and he just like promoted Ciji, okay, for them, okay. And as you remember, in like 2023 and in the late night, okay, on August 31st, and they just came over and they got to know more about the Ciji because this flood, right? Okay, and why? Because they receive a lot of aids and support, right, from Ciji volunteers, right? And this is kind of like a good deeds that we see, and here are the like a good seeds that we spread, right? Okay, and in the picture, then you can see like the Chen's family, got involved in the year-end blessings, right? And they just cherish the red envelopes like from Master Zheng Yan, and they think this is really precious. And they also invited a lot of their neighbors, okay, to join the Ciji, and they are becoming our like donation members there, okay. And the chance like a good behaviors really made like a big impact to his like neighbors, right? And he has brought like more than 20 people coming with us as the donating members, right? And here we can see the great love spread like all over. And we can also see like Mr. Chen also like a schedule like his own like a life, and for example, okay, he turns his like a garden into like a great love, like a vegetable garden here, and he told us that this is the selfish love that he can feel, and he wants to.
I want I want to live well, and I want to spread the great love of Tzu Chi. So I want to live very well to do Tzu Chi volunteer. Now we are watching a video. There's a flood in my hometown. We don't know the Tzu Chi, but we just know, Tzu Chi is a very nice organization. They give us a lot of food, supplier, clothes, food, everything. We are so appreciate Tzu Chi help us. Before Tzu Chi, I feel the great love of Tzu Chi. I just have a thought, just commit suicide. Now I know Tzu Chi. I have a lot of hope. I just want to live well. Now my rice field is flooded. I have nothing. So the land is just flooded with water. No land. I have no hope. My wife got cancer, and my little granddaughter also live with us. Her tuition, we don't have money to pay my little granddaughter's tuition. Now we feel so warmed from the Tzu Chi volunteers. So I have a lot of hope. I want to live well to volunteer for Tzu Chi. Tzu Chi give me a lot of like warm clothes. I have a lot. I don't have new clothes for a long time. Whenever Tzu Chi goes, there's a warm and great love. So now I feel so happy. I received the great love from Tzu Chi. Tzu Chi helped me a lot. Now I want to help others as much as I can. This is the story from Harbin, Mr. Chen. Now is the Sister Fan from Harbin. Thank you, Sister Meiyun. And I have the opportunity to share my story from mainland China, Harbin, Heilongjiang. Now we have the little problem in the early morning of the IT problem. Now we are the IT coming back to normal, so we can share the story to the whole world. The Mr. Chen story. So from the Mr. Chen story, the people in mainland China knows the Tzu Chi, and they very thankful for Tzu Chi. Thank you, Sister Fan from mainland China, Harbin. Thank you, Sister Fan. Now, okay. Now we are going to meet the Harbin. Okay, we have a look. This picture is drawn from Harbin, and she painting so cute. And you can see she draw Sister Huang and me. So it's this journey, it's we back to Hualien and to meet the Master Zhen Yan. And at the time, Sister Aban drew this picture and showed this one to us. And I think she drew me is so young and so happy. And another one, she drew these pictures when the children's days. So you looks like very energetic. And this time, she have a new book want to share to us. And the last book is called 长不清. And there is also is a restaurant in Taipei. And the Sister Aban, she is very young. And now we can look the news from the ITV. And we have a look Aban. She was the Chiqing club's leader. She draw the picture, and she also join the music adoption. And she want to invite more young people to Tzu Chi. I think she is very good. You can have a look the Aban. She just do the musical adoption, and she also do this adoption in front of Master Zhen Yan. She feel very joyful, and she also draw and painting these kinds of adoptions and into the to the comic. And you have a look. I have a scarf in my hand, and my picture also showing this scarf. And this kind of journey, I all painting that. And at that year, the times, a lot of people join the Tzu Chi because the adoption. So I think this picture and can inspires a lot. And the Aban's pictures also painting also can invite more young people. We have a look one picture of a comic book from Aban. She used her way to invite more young people to join the Tzu Chi. We have a look at the time Aban was 21 years old. And 2013. So we have a look when the new book come out. They have a lot of story inside. Now we want to invite Aban to come to our Kaohsiung study group. We have because Aban, she draw the comic books, so she used this picture to show us the Dharma. And we use different way instead of the word characters. Because our time is limit. So why Aban will use this will draw this book, and she going to tell us what is the idea. And everyone, you maybe have the same thought if you read the comic book is more than read the book. And I think everyone got our book on the desk. And Aban later she will use this book to tell us And she will show more Buddha stories. And when I saw this book, when I finished this comic book, I feel so touched, and I can understand more, and more easy to understand that. This book called 长不情. And why they call 长不情? And actually, the 长不情is also very humble bodhisattvas. And inside also have a sutra. And Aban is just painting the special the sutra into the picture, then people more and easy to understand the sutra. And now we want to hand the microphone to Aban. Then she introduced the book to us. If you buy this book today, they have some bargain. The normal price is $300. If you buy this one today, it's just $200 for bargain. If you are interested, you can buy this book to share with your friends. So you can have a look at this book. And they also have her signatures in person. Let's welcome our authors, Aban. Thank you, Sister Meiyun. And it's my honor to be here to share my experience. I saw my video, eyes very shy. Because this is 10 years ago when I was young, and I feel so meaningful here to share my experience. Before I made a vow to the Master Zhenyan, I say I want to painting. And so that's why I painting this book. You can look at the picture. There is the restaurant in Taipei, Changbuqing restaurant. And during the grand opening, the editor-in-chief, Wanqi invited me to draw a comic for their magazine. And he said I can promote vegetarians and also introduce the spirit of this content-free bodhisattva. And during I'm creation, a lot of my friends, including my teachers, give me a lot of advice and help me. I'm really thankful. And who was a content-free bodhisattva? Do you know him? If you don't know him, that's okay, because I will introduce him in this book. Why I want to draw this content-free bodhisattva into the comic book? Because actually the content-free stories come from chapter 20 of the Lotus Sutra, and that it's very difficult to understand, right? And I think you need to calm your mind and to realize the meaning of the sutra. So it's take time. So I heard one master Cai Zidong used to say, I like this sentence. They say, who invented the word, who invent the book. And that is the matters between the wise and the authors who can interpret the difficult words. I think is the mission is of the comments article. So my mission is try to invite people to learn more Dharma easy. In the beginning, I think this content-free Bodhisattva story maybe is short. So I think maybe just 10 page I can finish this story. And you can, a master used to say, you need to be humble to others. So the Champuqing Bodhisattvas also won't be belittled to others. He never looked down anyone. So he very respect everyone and be humble. When he told to the good word to others, the others just couldn't believe what he said. But the content-free Bodhisattva, he just insists his way. I want to ask question to everyone. If someone just in front of you to say, I won't look down you, will you believe that? Or if he says say to you, you will become the Buddha in the future, will you believe? I don't. I want to give you a gift. Okay, Sister Meiyun, you have to close your eyes. I want to give you a present. I think that is very a habit. I already put on your palm. Oh, there is the sea. But no, I don't see there is a sea. There is a tree. There's a tree. Okay, thank you. I receive a seed, but I think in the future they will become a big tree. And I think Champuqing Bodhisattva, he already saw everyone inside the sea in their mind, so he won't look down everyone. I think have this kind of virtue is not very easy. So after we heard from the Master Zhen Yan, we know these kinds of things. Because I start to draw about the content-free Bodhisattva, I have some connection with him. And in the beginning, when I start to draw the Champuqing Bodhisattva, I want to draw him like a handsome guy. But eventually, I draw him as a cute character. I want to share one question I want to ask everyone. What do you think about the Champuqing Bodhisattva? What kind of personality he is? When I just saw his information, I bet to read the Master Zhen Yan's teaching, and I saw he can put his down totally down. He just minimize himself, and you can tell what is big and what is small. So Champuqing Bodhisattva, he give us like an education. He want to show the humble. He want to teach her how to cultivation, how to overcome a lot of difficulties. And if someone asks you, can you become a Buddha? And somebody maybe say, no, I don't believe I will become the Buddha. So I think in this story, you don't need to just focus on a lot of people's their respect, their reaction, and we need to understand what kind of personality he is. When Champuting Bodhisattva saw the practitioner interact with others, and he can see truth. Everyone have their pure mind, so that's why he will tell the others, say, I will respect you more. But others maybe couldn't understand what he was saying. I think the Buddha, he discovered his inner value and took actions. So he see through everyone and understand the value of everything. When he went to the market, he saw some people selling the clothes. Maybe you just think they just sell something. But actually, the Bodhisattva, he see truth. If he don't sell these clothes, I won't have a clothes to wear. So he see through the meaning behind the actions. So he teach us to find out your inner values and to take action. But during this kind of journey, and you try to tell them and or tell your opinion, but others people maybe couldn't agree. And you will thinking the Champuting Bodhisattva, he said a good words, but for other people, they don't think that is a good word. So in the India, because they have very system, caste system, so you will know some people have a different social system. So if you told someone their social level is lower than you, and we have a different opinion, you then the one lower social levels people to think about very high level thinking. Maybe they couldn't imagine what you are talking about. If for a practitioner, maybe they also have different thinking when the Buddhas told to him about these things. So everyone have different opinions. For the normal original people, they just couldn't understand what the Champuting Buddhas say. They have a very different opinion. So what they will think about what Buddha said this word. Some people maybe think the Champuting Bodhisattva he is just look down them, but actually is not. But this when the Buddhas work into the people, it brings the conflicts or argument from others. So you will ask yourself, is that wrong? If my opinion is different with others, is really wrong? So this story, I think they give me a lot of impact. You are difficult to tell others people's opinion. And in India, they have a caste system. They the people have a different level, social level. I think that's difficult to imagine for us. Yeah. Some people they couldn't understand the reborn, the thinking. So we can tell the Changpu Bodhisattva they have very good virtues, but during his cultivate, he also facing a lot of difficulties. He even doesn't know when he said the good words, and also, but they bring a different impact to others. The ordinary people just ask, why don't we just change it? And why we need to practice in action. So when we know this story, especially this picture, we can see the Changpu Bodhisattva. He was punched or screamed by others because no one is believing what he said, but he still insists what he is doing. He still believes, I don't look down everyone. I want to understand what they are doing. I usually heard Changpu Bodhisattva is respect everyone. He believe his belief. During this cultivation, he have to understand others different. He needs to take time also to cultivate himself. And it was a turning point at the end of the story. One day, when he was about to die, and he heard one of the Buddha's teachings and tell him some Dharma. After learning the Dharma, he felt as if he was reborn. I think when I'm going to tell you the stories, I was thinking what kinds of way I can tell you, but I feel so coincident and a good affinities because before that, have a sister Huang also share her personal story. So her story is just teach us. We need to focus not just our body, and we need to also take action for the good, do the good thing. So it's like the Changpu also learning from Dharma. He felt he was reborn. So following, he interact with people differently. He highlight the value of each individual. Like he told one the delivery man, he will use different to tell him. So like he expressed his wiser and soulful thoughts to make people believe him more, to let people understand their own value. He used instead using the old way, he telling people not just look down on others. So the Bodhisattva, he used a more practical example to tell the others. Then the others people can understand what he want to express. In the book, they have a just normal sutra express. And what is about the Buqing? And even though like we not look down the food or even a rice, because when you see through the rice, you can tell that it's from the farmer. They are do the good hard work, and also he also can the one rice come from like the water and the land. So in the books, I draw a lot of painting about his mind. So I want to ask, do you think that it's easy to usually just be the grateful? I think it's not easy. I remember Master used to say, we should keep our first soul as gratitude when we wake up every day. I try to practice, but often failed. Only I just want to try. And one time when I reflect on what I have done and feel grateful at night, I think that day I just that night I just try to be grateful for everyone and everything. I keep the gratitude mind at night and bring that and then sleep. And next days, when I wake up, I just fearful, so grateful. So therefore, we need to be grateful all the time. Otherwise, it's easy to forget things. This kind of gratitude is hard. We need to practice every day. When we feel gratitude and in mind, but is that also express the same thing when you say? But I think for me a little bit different. So I think that need to practice. So when I draw the comic books about the Chambutin Bodhisattva, I also including some Master Zhenyan's teachings. And for example, I drawing how can he interact with the animal, with ants, and even though he encountered the little ants, and he will try to help them and save them. And I want to express why he have these kinds of heart and mindset. So in the book, I also draw the elephant and also the ant. I used to read one article. I think that it's very good. They say if you don't make an effort to understand the meaning of the whole question, you still won't reach the goal, even if you already get an answer. So I think we need to practice when the normal day. I think there are a lot of content-free bodhisattva in the normal life every day. When we're doing the thing in Tzu Chi, everybody have their own opinions and their thinking. So you will have some affections with others. So we need to, during this journey, we need to try to cultivate each other and especially cultivate our minds. So, like me, today I be here, and I also, even though I encounter some transportation problems, but still have a lot of people help me. And I really thank you and grateful a lot of people help me during the time. And I think everyone have to minimize ourselves and learning Dharma. And it's my honor to drawing and painting this book to everyone. So I want to share to everyone. Please do not look down yourself and others, and don't give up. And let's and I really like to share this book to everyone, and I will do more, painting more for everyone.
Okay, so you are so fast, right? Okay, you have finished your presentation, right? Okay, you were still having some more time, right? Okay, you are wonderful. Okay, and did you just flip through like her comic books, right? Okay, and yes, you are just reading a comic book in a happy mood, right? Okay. And as she is doing her presentation and feel really, really touched, right? Okay. And you know that just now I was just running around this jeans book store and cafe because I want to see whether everybody is the kind of like a reading your book hard. Okay. And let me tell you this. We have online study group here every Wednesday morning, right? And we have like a recaps, right? And I'm really a hardworking person. So I do this, I watch all the recaps like 3 times at least, right? I want to know that how much I have to improve, right? As well as my team, right? So give them a big hand, please, right? Okay. And when Aban is here, and you are doing you are like a signing here, and the book costs like $300 in advance. But right now, if we're here and you buy a book, and your book will be signed by Aban, and you will get a discount, right? You spend only $200 here. Okay. And just now, and I announced this news, right? And we have a wonderful Bodhisattva volunteer here, right? So today, thanks to that person, okay, today, if you get a book and if you get the signature from Aban and your book, listen up, is free today, right? Okay. So if you come over with your family member, so please come over and get only one book. Okay, one book with Aban's signature, all right, as a household, right? Okay. So please, cherish this chance, right? Okay. Yep. Okay, so I just go there and ask whether we have any more books, right? Okay, and here actually 长不清 refers to name never sliding on any person here, so it is why we named this 长不清 was talked about. Okay, so 100 copies today actually is not enough, right? Okay, but if you really want to just make a donation and or you want to just spend your money to show that you support to Aban, and of course there's no problem here. Okay, and here immediately we have a good messages and the feedback here, right? And this is a message from Canada. And today, okay, we just want to know why it is never sliding, and this is really really weird for us, right? And this message says that okay, according to this comic books, we know how the sources are from, right? Okay, yeah, all right. And this is a message also saying that Aban has kind of influenced like a speech with us, and she is in a really really like a fun way, and we just love it. All right, okay. And this is a comic book, so we can just finish reading this book really really quickly. And yeah, and we have a restaurant in Taipei also named the 长不清 sliding Bodhisattva. So we suggest putting some books there, and Aban says there's already there books, right? Okay. And every time I watch this like a comic books, I feel really this is just interesting and this is fun. Okay, so I don't read for like a comic books, right? And actually I read the text and read all the like a marks there. Okay, and I feel also surprised as the characters in the book shows there. Okay. And we also have English in the comic book, so that you can still take a look right there. Okay, so when you are reading her comic books, right, and please, cherish the book, right, because this is not easy, okay, for her to design all the characters in a fun way, right? Okay, so you can just be relaxed, and you will have to also know that how much effort like Aban has like put in there. Okay, so when Aban is doing her speech and the presentation here, I just ran there and I just tell everybody, come on, stay silent mode in your cell phone, right? Okay. Yeah, so you can finish reading this book in a really short period of time, right? But actually, let me tell you that I spent like more than 1 year, okay, designing this book. I modified the content for many times, right? Including the story for 3 and 4 times. And after I did my sketch and the drawing, and I just received a lot of more questions, which made me think, more about how I had to begin sketching on it, right? I really kept the image that for every monastic practitioners they should be well in a really we say respectable manner, and they should stay blah blah blah, stay here, stay there. However, I decided to just get rid of all of that images, right? I decided to just stay with my own style, giving them a very cute character and a character looking, all right? And I guess it's gonna be more like effective and more direct to show my readers how I just want to give the image to them. Okay. And I also noticed that from like some videos about the Bodhisattva Shakyamuni Buddha. Okay, his like a dress and his shoes. Actually, he has no shoes, and his dress were a little bit like a shabby looking. Therefore, I had to also remodify the details in my comics again. Right? Okay. Okay. All right. So I say, okay, what is an easy way, okay, to draw? Okay, what is easy to draw? Okay, a knife is easy, right? And what is difficult to draw? To draw, okay, it is difficult to draw children in the kindergarten. Okay, so when we talk about the never sliding Bodhisattva, and we never have any image or impression in mind, so you know how difficult it is gonna be. Okay, so on page 30, and we have a text there, and it says that never sliding Bodhisattva shows up. And on page 45, and I know everything on which page, right? So you see, I'm a really hardworking person, right? Okay, yeah. So when we are reading the sutras, right, and we have the image that on the chapter of never sliding Bodhisattva, and you think that this Bodhisattva will just show up at the first stage, right? But actually, no, okay. And the sutra always begins with like a Buddha's like an interpretation, and a lot of like characters will like gradually show up, right? Okay. And again, neighbor sliding Bodhisattva actually is not that the person's name, that Bodhisattva's name. The name was given by someone else, right? And nobody knows like what his real name was, right? Okay, all right. So, and when we are eating and think of this name because we have a restaurant by the same name, right? Okay, you see, we have like a messages from Yunnan saying that everybody, has a child in mind, right? And the Guanxin from Canada saying that, okay. Okay, we have read about that messages, so let's read one more other messages, right? And this Bodhisattva has kind of a humble view through all the like a phenomenon in the world, and the sequence in the US says that okay, we need to just be humble and keep like a cultivating, and let's just learn to be humble and in our daily life and stay awakened all the time. Okay. And here is a message saying that okay, this is wonderful that we can read your comic books, right? And today we have also a message which says that today finally I know Aban's real name is Ling Wanqi. Okay. And this is a really talented author, right? And she was shy, but she is outgoing today, and she is doing good deeds for us today. And the only in Mongolia says that okay, this is a really relaxing experience, right? To read a very very subtle sutra. Okay, yeah, it's good that we know what your name is right now. Okay, yeah. And Abba is sharing her beautiful drawing, and we are her fans, right? And the drawing is now published in the book, right? And we hope that we can just, read it in our country soon, right? Okay. And this is a message from Malaysia. So anyway, we are so grateful to Abba coming here, okay, because she is our positive energy, as well as Huang Hui, who is also kind of a wonderful volunteer in our like a Tzu like a world here. All right, so if you have prepared $200 buying this book, right? So spend the $200 somewhere else, right? So we talk about Kangru and Hufa. So spend your money there, okay? Thank you very much. Thank you so much for your sharing today. So let's go back to our PowerPoint right here, right? So please like us and do the sharing with us, right? Okay. And we are very happy to see you, right? Okay. And next week, right, we're gonna have more audience coming over, and I'm so like grateful toward that, right? Okay. And stay with us next week, okay? And be dressed, okay, like a technology, right? Okay, because okay, we will have a wonderful sharing next week, and we have a Sijing Wenjing, and we have okay the principal of the Australia Academy, and they are coming over next week, right? So we really like to stay with you every Wednesday because you have positive energy, right? So let's hold on to just one aspiration and just make the Dharma, okay, infinity. If we step forward, then we will meet up like with affinity. If we are diligent, and we will make a better self, right? So yes. All right. So will you do me one more drawing after you see me today, Aban? Okay. So that's a web guide to Mr. Zheng Ye and say goodbye to everyone. Thank you.